Hey guys, Texans Girl here, along with William Harvey, and we are here to talk about the Houston Texans game today against the Tennessee Titans. All I can say, guys, tough loss. Tough loss today. The number of the day that stuck out to me was 600. That's how many yards our defense gave up today, and that's a franchise high. How pathetic is that? Tough day for our defense today. I mean, I know we had the takeaways. I know we had the blocked kick, but over 600 yards in offense is what we gave up. You can't do that. Derrick Henry rushed for over 200 yards. I'm not surprised by Derrick Henry's great performance because he's a great running back, but over 200 yards. They rushed for over 260 yards. We have the worst run defense in the NFL. Pitiful. That's just pitiful. I think JJ did all he could do, and it just was a really rough day for our defense today. I mean, Derrick Henry got that. He rushed. He had that 94-yard touchdown run. Justin Reed couldn't stop him. I mean, that's a big dude too, running all the way down the field like that, and he just couldn't be stopped. Not only did he have that run, but he just pounded us. He just kept on pounding, and we just had no answers for him. Derrick Henry is ridiculous. I mean, you guys know it, Titans fans, what you have, but speaking of our offense, I think our offense played great. Deshaun Watson, over 330 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Deshaun had one hell of a game. Our receivers had a great game. Will Fuller, a touchdown, over 100 yards receiving. We just looked really good on offense, with the exception of our running game. How ironic. We have a crummy run game, and our defense is the worst run defense in the freaking NFL. I mean, we didn't even rush for 100 yards. David Johnson rushed for under 60 yards today. Pitiful performance. I mean, it's very disheartening. You know, we went into halftime, we were only down 11, and then our offense came barreling back, Deshaun leading the pack, and man, we looked good. That very last play that we had in the fourth quarter, we went for it on 4th down. We were ahead by a point. And it's like we were there. We ran the ball on 2nd down with David Johnson. We ran it we ran it again. We ran the same play with David Johnson. I'm like, why in the hell are we giving David Johnson the ball on 3rd down? I would just let Deshaun take it in. I do not like that play call, but ultimately we went for it on 4th down, and Deshaun got the touchdown. And it thank God, because, you know, people will criticize Romeo Crennel for going for the 2 points, but that's not the problem I have. The problem I have is that the Texans defense couldn't stop the Titans offense for going down there in the last minute of the game and scoring the tying touchdown. And yeah, if we would have kicked the extra point, the Titans would have had to go for the 2-point conversion in the end. That doesn't matter right now. What matters is that our defense couldn't stop the Titans. That's the point. That's what happened, and it's really pitiful and sad. I mean, the Titans just marched down the field. They made it look easy. The last 10 seconds of the game, scored the touchdown. And then at the coin toss, going into overtime, when we lost the coin toss, Deshaun Watson's reaction, classic. He knew he was not going to get that ball. He knew when he turned around, he knew what was going to happen. And we all did too. And we lost that football game. Our defense is, there's no words for our defense right now, but pitiful. One of the worst. And I know a lot of people will, you know, Cowboys fans, I know your defense is pretty bad, but our defense, as good as Deshaun Watson's performance was today, our defense was just, it was just terrible. And it's really a shame. I mean, it's good to see the improvement, and I really love to see the improvement in the offense, which is phenomenal. But if our defense can't, I mean, if they're giving up 600 yards in offense, there's no way we're going to win football games. We've got to get better on the defensive front. They just have to do something. I don't know what the answer is, but they can't stop the run for nothing. If I'm a running back in the NFL, I'm licking my chops playing the Houston Texans. I can't wait to play the Houston Texans if I'm a running back in this game. That was the main game I watched. That was the main early game. And then I'm watching a little bit of the highlights of the Cincinnati game, and I'm like, oh my goodness, Cincinnati has a chance to beat the Colts. But of course not. Of course they couldn't hang on. Of course the Colts came back and beat Cincinnati. No surprise there. The Steelers rolled and beat Cleveland. I thought that was going to be a better game. I really did, considering Cleveland's record. But the Steelers just steamrolled them, and the Steelers go to 5-0, which is not a surprise to me. Ravens handily beat the Eagles. The Eagles had a little bit of a chance, but I'm not a Carson Wentz fan by any chance. I just do not like Carson Wentz. I don't think he is that great of a quarterback, and the Ravens ended up beating them, which was no surprise. Bengals Colts I've already covered. Very disappointing that the Bengals couldn't hold on. I think the game that surprised me today was the late game. I thought that the Packers Buccaneers game, I'm like, you know what? I settled in. I said, this is going to be a really good game. It was horrible. Aaron Rodgers had a horrendous game today. Horrendous game. I mean, that dude couldn't stay upright today. I mean, hand it to the Buccaneers defense. They were amazing today. I mean, they had him on the ground. They had that pick six. I was surprised. I really thought that was going to be a good game, but nope. Buccaneers handily beat the Packers. Tonight's game, another surprise. The 49ers Rams. I thought that the Rams were going to easily beat the 49ers, considering the 49ers performance last week. But no. 49ers came back, looked really good, and they had a good game. Jimmy Garoppolo, much improved. I know he had that high ankle sprain, but he looked like he was back to normal. Niners defense, I know with all the injuries, they ended up able to beat Jared Goff and the Rams. So that was a pretty good game tonight, although I thought that the Rams were going to beat the 49ers, and it was the other way around. Looking at tomorrow's games, the Chiefs are playing tomorrow, Buffalo. That should be a good game. And then Arizona Cowboys, that really have no implications for us. In looking at the way I see the standings, obviously, I mean, when you look at the AFC, Steelers, Ravens, are Titans. I mean, the Titans are in command as well. So, and Kansas City. I mean, we've got some really good teams in the AFC. So that'll be an interesting matchup down the road. The Raiders, they had one hell of a game last week versus the Chiefs. I was very surprised at that game, but the Colts are still in the mix. And the Dolphins, how about that? I mean, I know the Dolphins were playing the Jets today, but, they're 3-3. Much better than my Texans. Looking at the NFC, to me, the dominant team is the Seattle Seahawks and Russell Wilson. The way that the Packers played today, I hope they play that way against the Texans next week, because that's who we're playing. So hopefully we get the same Packer team that the Buccaneers saw today, but I really doubt it. I think they'll bounce back, because we all know Aaron Rodgers is one of the best in the game, and it's going to be an interesting matchup next week. But I think our offense is on to a really good, I think we've got that spark in us. I think Deshaun looked really good today, and I think our offense has turned the corner getting rid of Bill O'Brien. So I see really good things for our offense. Defensively, we have to improve. If we don't improve, we're in big time trouble, because giving up 600 yards, oh my and over 260 rushing yards is a problem. So we have got to get better there on the defensive front. I mean, it's really disheartening to see Deshaun have such a good game and then our defense go crap it away. So, anyway, guys, disappointing day today. Although good takeaways from our offense. I hope everybody has a really good week, and we will see you next week after we play the Packers. Peace out.